Diane in Denmark here. I hope you can hear me. The church bells are going. I am not in Copenhagen, Denmark today. I am in Vienna, Austria, and there are more churches than you can shake a very big stick at. The one behind me, that's St. Peter's, and there's St. Stephen's Cathedral. We'll walk there in a wee minute. Anyway, I'll just give you a quick 365. As usual, I never film the family. You're not going to see my DH, my dear hubby, or my DS18, my dear son 18, or my DD15. Oh, hold on, I'll move over here a bit. Oh, bells are still going. But anyway, they're having a little quiet time back at the apartment here in Vienna, and I thought I'd take you along on a little walk because, you know, I like to get my a walk in every day. You know, you've got to get your 15 minutes of exercise. Anyway, let me turn the camera around. I'm going to put together snippets of Vienna, and we've had snow, we've had rain, a bit of sunshine today. So anyway, it's all going to be very hoogly. So let me turn you around and let's go for a wee walk. Right, I'm just trying to put my glove on. There we are, because it is cold here. It's almost down at freezing, just like back in Copenhagen. Anyway, we are at the main, one of the main walking areas, which is called Graben, and that's we've taken a holiday apartment instead of taking 2 hotel rooms. You know, we're 2 adults and 2 large teenagers, so it always makes more sense for us to just rent an apartment for a few days, and that way we can also make our own food. You know, we're not having to look for a restaurant the whole time. And you can see everybody's bundled up with their hats and scarves on. And here's one of the first things that I noticed when we got to Vienna. They have sausage stands just like back in Denmark, and quite a nice selection of sausages there. And this one is called the golden sausage. This seems to be quite a fancy one. And pretzels. And here is the fanciest H&M building I have ever seen. It must have been some old Viennese department store. You can see there with the marble. But the clothes are the usual H&M. But you can see the very fancy furnishings here. Look at that wood panelling. That is not linoleum, that is real wood. Anyway, and if we keep on walking down Graben, here we have St. Stephen's Cathedral. And the apartment that we have, we can actually see the spire of St. Stephen. So let's take a wee walk around there. And then we've got the U-Bahn, which is the underground, the metro. Oh, and there's some more sausage stands, and this man appears to be selling, I think it's potatoes. Yeah, quite strange. Well, haven't tried that yet. I can tell you something that we have been eating a lot, and that is schnitzel. We've had kind of morning, evening, and breakfast. Oh, and here we are, another place that I love, a shop called Zara. I haven't actually been in there yet, and I don't think I will do. I've got plenty clothes. Right, watch out for the pigeons. Right, and here we have St. Stephen's Cathedral, all the way up there. And can you see they have special tiled roof? And there's the police down there, Polizei, 1, 2 Polizei. And the architecture here and the buildings, I've never been to Austria before. This is our first time here in Vienna. It reminds me, it's like a mixture of being in France and Germany. Here we are, let's have a look at the magazines. They got everything in German. Yeah, lots of one's in English. The FT, of course, New York Times. Ambulance. Just get to the side. Okay, and I noticed these men yesterday in their cloaks, and I was thinking, you know, was it some kind of tour, guided tour? And I've worked out it is the men who ride the little horse and carriages, and they are all lined up. You see them all over Vienna. It's called Fiaker. Let's go over and take a look. You can see, oh, we have a traffic jam and the horses and carriages are waiting. And it's so beautiful at night when you see these little carriages with their little lights on the side lit up. It's like something out of Sherlock, you know. Here we are, so let me see, and you can see Fiaker Hundfahrt, and let's see what the prices are. And it says, okay, here we are. It says a short city tour, 20 minutes, and that costs 55 euros. So you'll need to Google that. Oh, traffic is moving. Let me see if I can cross the road. I'll go this way. Ooh. Only a couple of them here today. When I passed here yesterday, there were 15 lined up in a row. Isn't that fantastic? Just like something out of Sherlock Holmes. And apparently this is a thing that you have to do when you are in Vienna. Oh, there's another one coming down the other way. Anyway, let's take a wee walk inside the church, see what's going on.
Wie werden wir diese Zeit verwenden? Wird es uns gelingen, sie gut zu nützen? Werden wir eher zu Gott kommen? Eher an die Nöte und Bedürfnisse unserer Mitmenschen? Eher unserer eigentlichen Berufung kommen? Oder wird es, so wie es uns oft ergeht, uns wie Sand durch die Finger rinnen, diese Zeit der Vorbereitung? Der Weg zur Hölle ist mit 1000 guten Vorsätzen gepflastert, aber der eine oder andere Vorsatz kann uns wirklich gelingen, kann uns näher daran bringen, was wir eigentlich aus unserem Leben machen wollen. Dann gewinnen wir ein weises Herz. So heißt es im Psalm 90, für unsere Künstlerin, die so anders geworden ist,
And here we are up at the Mikkelerplatz at the Hofburg area, and you can see more carriages. And I've noticed that the Vienna buses, they are electric buses, so you've got to watch out for them because they are very, very quiet. And let's see if I can cross over here and get us a better look. As I said, amazing architecture here, and another church. Not quite sure what that one's called. And our apartment is just down on this street, and this street is full of label shops. You know, if you want Dior or Chanel, Michael Kors, they are all down there. Anyway, I'm not a label fan. Anyway, here we are at Mikkelerplatz. Let's go and take a look at the horses. Yeah, you certainly want to be inside with one of the with the caleche up. And inside here, I don't know if you can read this sign, it's in German. It says Spanische Hofreitschule. This is the home of the famous Austrian Spanish riding school. You may have seen it on television where the horses perform a kind of ballet. Anyway, I'm definitely not a horse person, so that was not something that was high on our list. But it's very, very popular.
Jedenfalls habe ich dann gesehen, kannst du mal gucken, dass wir dann mal reden.
Here comes one of the old trams. Unlike the rest of Vienna, the trams look pretty dirty, I have to say. They may be clean inside. We haven't been on one of them yet. And lo and behold, in the middle of everything, beside the Viennese town hall, they have a skating rink. And it looks like a little kind of winter market. And of course there is plenty to eat and drink. Sausages and chocolate stuff. Looks like fun, but there's no way I'm going out in that ice. And next thing I'm going to take you into is Julius Meinl. We discovered this place earlier today. It is a food mecca and quite the strangest supermarket on 2 floors that I have ever seen. Anyway, let's take a wee walk inside. So they have food from all around the globe, and you can see American sweets. And then we have Italian sweets, German sweets, and of course some British sweets too. And guess what? They've even got Danish licorice. Just as I thought I'd managed to get away from the licorice, it follows me everywhere. Oh, and how can you resist these ones with the cats on them, the cat tongues? Oh. Right, and of course we've got all different kinds of Scottish shortbread, Italian cookies, biscotti, and they've also got a whole lot of chocolate in a chiller cabinet. Oh, and more sweets. These are the American ones. Right, now we're down in the beer section, looks like. Ooh, I might even find my ketchup crisps in here. Let's have a look. All different types of peanuts. Oh my goodness, Swedish crisps, British crisps, and types of popcorn. And of course, gin lovers are not left out. Plenty of gin for you as well. Right, let's go and take a peek at the fruit and veg section.
Do they have like a... You ask the woman, what do you want?
Very attractive. And what is that? Ooh, ginger. Ooh, might get some of those chocolate raisins and cranberries. Yeah, those look good. Oh, and vegetables for soup, so you didn't have to chop them yourselves. And I think this is all smoothies. Oh, and fresh fruit. of course, British marmalade. I think that's Seville oranges there. Okay, let's go around the other side. Those look great. Those are vegetable chips, crisps. Yummy. But they're not so fancy that they don't have things in the deep freezer, including deep frozen pizzas. So we're not that fancy, but they're probably good deep frozen pizzas. Oh, and the Flylady that we have at home, they call them Schwedenbomben, Swedish bombs. Oh, and the Twinkies again. My son assures me that they are not worth buying and eating. And what is this? Is milk chocolate. Camel milk chocolate. Complete with some camels. Right, let's go across here. We haven't been upstairs yet. There's also an upstairs in the supermarket. And here we have some Scottish fudge. Yeah, that's the best. And we even have Oor Willie and the Bruins, and those are characters from books that I read when I was small. Actually, when I look at the price, the fudge here isn't that expensive because I buy this fudge in Denmark and it's actually about double the price, so that's not too bad. Anyway, let's go upstairs in the lift and see what's upstairs. Oh, I tell you what, let's actually go up the stairs because look at here. They even have like a chandelier in this little supermarket. There you go. Try some cognac. Right. Certainly the swankiest supermarket I've ever been in. Oh, I know what I was going to look at. I was going to look at some tea. And I know they have very nice tea. Gustav Klimt tea. Oh, look at those nice boxes. Tea, €7. Yeah. Here we have some tea. Maybe I should get some of this. It's called Youthful Me English Tea Shop. And some cheese. Okay, what do we have here? Twinings. And all different types of detox teas. Puka tea. Oh, and that's their own tea brand. Julius Meinl. Oh, Earl Grey Blossom. That looks good. We see €9 for 18 tea bags. That's pretty expensive. And more tea. And more tea. Oh, and Vienna tea, obviously. And then we're into the Stratford coffee section. Oh, and a nice cafe there, you can see at the end. There's also a fish section where you can sit and eat sushi and fresh fish. And this is the breakfast section. But I haven't managed to find pinhead oatmeal yet. Anyway, let's take a walk around the next section. Here we have French cheese. And Italian and German cheese, yeah. I hope you're not bored of supermarkets, but it is a fantastic, it really is a food mecca. Oh, here we are, here's the fish down here. You can sit, I won't film people eating their lunch, but you can see the fish section. It's nice and fresh and sushi. And this is, I think, the deli section. So what we have here, various salads. These are very popular. I think it's fish Oh, it's making me hungry again. Right. And all different types of soup, including good old Heinz tomato soup. Best soup in the world, that one. Oh, and the hams, sausages, foie gras. Let's see, 53 for a block of foie gras. Right. Oh, and more kind of salads. Not quite sure what that is. Not quite sure what this difference between those salads and the other ones. Let me have a wee walk around. And more meat. And rice and pasta, of course, and more cured meats down there. Anyway, let's go down in the lift. Oh, here it comes. Little shopping baskets. Yeah, I don't think I would need a very big shopping basket in here, because if you're going to come and do your shopping here, I think you need to have a really a big wallet to pay for it. Here we are, and there's some kind of herring festival, I think, is going on in here. Anyway, down we go. And I think I'm going to leave you here and get back to the family. So let me just turn around. Okay, I'm going to get back to the family now. So, as usual, live long and prosper. May the hygge be with you wherever you are in the world. Oh, and there's one last thing I forgot. Behind me you can see the famous sweets of Vienna, the Mozart cooler, which is chocolate and nougat inside. Anyway, wherever you are in the world, may the hygge be with you, and I shall see you when I get back to Copenhagen. Okay, Diane in Denmark signing off.